Today I'm going to be showing everybody the safest route to be able to get World Seeker. This Ultra is absolutely miserable to get. First things first, we want to pick up our glider if we don't have one already, so you can follow this route here to get there. It's pretty sketchy because you're on the side of a cliff an entire time, but try not to fall down and die. Sword gators can spawn here, so be mindful when you cross the bridge because they'll knock you off and kill you. Keep on keeping on to the right past the bridge, and the building with the gliders right here, and you can just purchase it right away, no quest. Now we can move on. Enjoy the serenity of the beach while you can, because this is where the suffering really starts. It helps to track Tim in the info setting here. For whatever reason, Tim is the closest NPC, so it's good to use him as a baseline for where you need to go. After you track Tim, you can run over here and give a little love tap to the scorpion. It's not necessary, but it'll make you feel a little better about yourself. And then you can take this geyser over here and glide across the river and begin your climb. This is the easiest part of the climb. This is like at the beginning area of the game peak, where it's just kind of to learn, you know, how your mana climb works if you haven't figured it out already. But it gets 1 to 100 billion trillion in like 10 minutes. So just prepare your mental here. But hey, at least there's a slime with a C4 lodged in his head. That was pretty cool. We keep on climbing. That's the name of the game when you're going World Seeker. You just kind of climb shit, and then you climb more shit, and then you climb even more shit. And then when you're nearly at the top, you fall off and die, and you have to do it all over. Climb as high as you can on this rock and jump off and then use your glider. I recommend binding your glider to one of your buttons at the bottom, just so that it's easier to pull it out. If you don't have enough mana to brute force climb up this rock here, you can glide across and then climb up, and you should be okay. Now we want to run off to the left here and glide all the way over on this floating stick. Very conveniently placed floating stick. Glide across once more to these rocks, and now we want to start climbing this big fuck-ass tree. I recommend taking your time when you're climbing up this tree, because it's a little hard to see where the little resting points are. Just take your time and get up to the branches at the very tippy top. The very tippy toppy of the tree! And once you get up to this branch, just jump off and glide across to the right. Easy peasy! This happened 3 fucking times. But hey, it's all okay, because now we can continue our ascent up onto the top of the leaves of the tree this time. Surely there will be no hiccups here. Now we're on top of Leaf. Do the same mana glider trick once again for the nth time. Don't fall down, because you'll wipe. Climbing up this is very close with max mana, as you can see here. But there's a bit of a bug you have to abuse to even get up to the top anyway, which I'll show you how to do in just a moment. Here we are. This is the part that I took the longest on. I'm not going to say how long I took, but it took forever. Basically, to do this tech, you want to wait until your mana runs out and position your camera to the side of your character. Dash into the wall when you fall off the wall, and then charge your mana while you're falling, and then reattach yourself to the wall. I'm not the biggest fan of climbing in video games. This took about an hour and 40 minutes for me to do. But it was well worth it, because now I get a pretty cool rapier class, and I can teleport around the map as long as I put a waypoint there with one of the moves. Use your seek when you're at the top when you want to teleport to the area you need to be at. This is the part of the progression where the hive mind gives you vision shaper, so you just want to go over here and talk to the hive mind, and it'll give you all your talents and your oath. Easy peasy, right? Well, if you thought that was it, you'd be wrong. There's 3 moves for 300 silver each, capping out at 900 silver for all of the moves. But There's also an XP requirement which I didn't meet. It's something like 72 or 75 XP per level, and the wiki has no mention of this being the case. Luckily, I got the move that lets me place down a waypoint. I can just come back after holding M and clicking on the waypoint and teleport here. But congratulations, after a horrendous climb that probably took a while, you are now a world seeker.